Alright, what you see here is a Harbor Breeze Springfield, but it's really, since it doesn't have just white on it, and they actually made a version just like the Springfield without the white kit, which is known as the Harbor Breeze Classic. But before that, it was called the Harbor Breeze Builder's Best. The Builder's Best and Classic came out before the Springfield, so yeah, I'm just showing it without the white kit, so it's really, in a way, it's technically a Builder's Best slash Harbor slash the Classic, but same thing with the Classic, like the Harbor Breeze Springfield 2 and the new version of the Classic, which I prefer to call it Classic 2. Like the Classic 2, like the number 2, I mean. It's the same thing with those. If you take off this white kit on the Springfield 2 and put a switch cam, it's basically a Classic, so it's kind of the same concept. This fan I got from Nathan Dasilva, who is better known by his YouTube name, S120. He got this many years back. I think this fan's from, I have a good feeling this fan's from 2011. The fan is actually not, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, it's not as well made as a Hunter or a Casablanca or Emerson, for example. But this fan is definitely a lot more solid than the Harbor Breeze Springfield, the Crosswinds that I have. And I can only hope this fan does a lot better in air performance as well. Because I have heard some people have been telling me that these are a lot better than, well, not a lot better than the newer version, but I don't know how well this is compared to, I don't know how much better this is compared to the redesigned version they have now. But yeah, the blades are definitely MDF, of course. It has like that thing on the side. Let me just put it like this so you can see. Kind of like they have like a gap and it goes up and then it's kind of like when you have, it's kind of like what you see on Hampton Bay fans. Some of them like the Carrot Trucks too, for an example. For those who actually have experience with those, but yeah, it's a nice builder's fan. I mean, it's nothing too amazing to look at, but I do like the simplicity of it, and that's usually what I like in fans, if they look really simple. I mean, I like fans that are nice looking. It's not, sometimes they have a simple look to them as well, that they actually look like a ceiling fan still. Some of them look more like a fancy light that has this blade spinning on them, and that's how I feel about more of the modern fans nowadays. But I like a lot of newer fans as well. This is kind of a newer fan in a way for some, depending on how you look at it. The Builder's Best slash Classic was released like in the late 90s, early 2000s from what I know, and they sold them up until like the early 2010s. Nathan got this in 2011 or 2012. He did a video of it in 2012, so he might have got it for Christmas, and then they installed it with a few days afterwards. I'm not sure. This fan replaced a Hampton Bay Littleton, which replaced a Mainstays, which the Littleton actually ended up replacing the Rainbow Hugger from Mainstays, the 4-blade version, which is not too common, so hopefully a video of one of those shows up sooner or later on YouTube. So I actually do like seeing those, and those are major childhood fans. I actually was originally supposed to get one of those for my bedroom, and I had a choice of either getting the 4-blade version or the 6-blade one for the DR at the time, and I chose the 6-blade one. I don't know why, but and the blades weren't droop as much, so like it. But we also didn't have it for too long down there anyways, but yeah. Now these are somewhat of a childhood fan for me, mostly because the vet that I would go to when I had 2 pugs, I used to have a black and fawn one. You guys saw the black one a few years ago on Pugsway. He was showing a few of my videos every now and then. Very few, and there was like a video I did of before we went to the Dominican Republic in 2013, I think. I showed him in a video quickly. I showed him in another video. I forget which one. He passed away in 2014. He found one. Dixie passed away in 2011. And that's a vet that we would always bring them to. There was the laundromat that had 5 of these, which I did do a video of them in December. We still go there because we have a new dog now. So, yeah. But every time I'd go there, I'd always check out the fans in the area. I just like leave the vet, just walk around and look at the other fans that they had. Like those 2 Hampton Bay Landmarks that for some reason stopped working when I tried to do a video of them this time. When I tried to do a remake. But in the that car place that has the 2 Enviro fans, Silverline, so those 4 other fans, which I thought were HRSs, but I forget what they are now. Metal P corrected me on it, but I forget what he told me they were. And then there's the 3 Neutron Hug the Ceiling fans in that other place, and then the Verde Huntington 2. So yeah, that area I don't go that much because it's a town over for me, just like Nathan is, but he was in a different town. And yeah, it's actually this fan right here is the first fan I watched on Nathan's channel. So I do like this. This is kind of like a sentimental fan for me, like because it's actually like the first time I saw this fan. Like that's actually the first time I even knew about the Springfield. And ever since I saw his video of this fan with the white kit, I've actually wanted to get one because at the time the Huntington 3 had already been discontinued. I've been wanting to get one of those since I was a kid as well. And I figured, oh, this is close enough, so I might as well get one of these. And I also like it as well because it looks almost identical to it, so the blades are different, and the switch housing is a bit thinner. But it's not as fat. The switch housing is not as chubbier looking. Like for example, the Farmington one, it's more of like a thinner one, like a standard size one. And yeah. But then I found out that this was discontinued a little bit later on as well. The Springfield, that is. So yeah, it works well. I tested it on speed. It does have a bit of a hum to it, which I'm not surprised. I mean, it is a builder fan, so it makes sense. So I'm going to start off with low. And I will be posting the video links of all the videos that Nathan did of his fan when he had it in his possession. I got this along with Fasco back in December. But I had to delay because I had finals to do, and this one's going to take like 4 videos to do. One, the way it's here right now, with white blades with no white kit, and then no white kit with the breeze with blades, then video of it with the white kit, white blades, and then another video of it with the white kit with bleach oak blades. I like to show the fans in all different forms because some people, there's like some collectors, for example, like when I did the video of the Hunter right at home, everybody, whenever they get one, if they get one, they always have it with the green blade showing. So I like to show them in every different way possible because some people might want to see how a fan looks in a different configuration. So that's why I do multiple videos of a fan, as many of them as I can do possible. If this was a 4-bladed one, I could definitely, if I could put this as 4 blades, I would try that as well just to see how it looks. So yeah, it has a nice low speed to it. Definitely seems to be definitely Nathan took very good care of this fan. Also, it's installed, but it's in pretty good shape as well. A few scuffs here and there, but I mean, once you take down a fan, that does happen sometimes with fans when you take them down. Like the Venus, I was gonna put in the basement, but it took up a lot of space, and also it was just too nice of a fan to put down there. So I actually have it underneath the bed. This could go in the basement, only because. But I might just leave the white kit up here, I'm not sure. But I don't know, I might be putting this one down in the basement as well once I'm done testing it. Since I kind of like to keep the better quality fans up here and some of the cheaper made ones down there, unless they're in rough shape. Like the Lady Delta I put downstairs today, since that one's not in the best cosmetic condition. So yeah. Okay, you want to go ahead and move up to medium. Yeah, it does have a nice breeze on snow as well. Oh, just on medium, I'm already hearing like a wind sound from it, so that's really uncommon. Usually you hear that like swirl sound like from like when it's moving a lot of air on when a fan is on high. Unless it's industrial, of course. Yeah, I definitely saw a lot of these fans as a kid in different finishes, so they are definitely a childhood fan. Not as big of a childhood fan like Hunter Infinity, because it was just a generic fan I'd see as a kid. Kind of like the Hampton Bay Quick Connect. It is a childhood fan as well, but it's not like a major one. So this one I have more respect for because I know these ones are better quality, somewhat, and they definitely move more air. So yeah. Speaking of air movement, it actually is moving a pretty decent amount of air on medium. From over here, I'm actually feeling a nice breeze. I'm actually surprised, especially for a Harbor Breeze fan. Kind of funny because you could have bought this for like $50 without the like it back then. And usually fans went for that much were usually the very cheap fans from that brand and stuff like that. So it's kind of pretty surprising that this one's actually a very good air mover. I'm not sure if it moves more air than the Farmington, but I wouldn't be surprised if it. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Because it seemed, although the mine had a messed up medium speed, because that pull chain was a one that has a fairly medium speed on it. But yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and move it up to high. Come on. There we go. And also the fan is in matte white finish, not the plain white or the shinier white. This fan actually does go pretty fast. So I am pretty surprised by that. It actually goes just as fast as the Hunter fans, maybe even a little bit faster, believe it or not. It's definitely moving a very good amount of air, especially for a Harbor Breeze fan. I'm actually very impressed. When I was about to test it at first, I was like, I didn't expect to. I expected it to move a decent amount of air, but seeing how fast this fan goes and seeing the amount of air it moves, it's actually not a bad fan at all. Honestly, I don't know how long these fans would last, but from what I've seen in public, these fans seem to be holding up. They seem to hold up pretty well, depending on how well someone takes care of it. Also on the location it's installed. But yeah, it is definitely moving a very good amount of air for a newer fan and a builder fan. If these are still being made, I definitely recommend them. But since the newer ones, I'm not sure how well I know the newer one isn't as good as this version. So, but if someone was to find one of these, like fan collectors viewer to like get, these wouldn't be a bad replacement for a fan, to be honest. They actually aren't that bad. If you're just looking for something cheap, nothing like of major quality. So I guess it's something I'd put in my grandmother's kitchen instead of that Clarkson, but I prefer to have a small fan in the kitchen because where the fan is installed, it's like way too close to the wall. But, even if I was to find the antique brass version to put in a living room, stuck in the Bahama, I feel like that she would like it because this would definitely move a lot more air. But she's very picky. She's a hoarder, so she does not like to let stuff go. Even though I told her the fan it does have a bad bearing noise, which might be something wrong with the Bahama now. But I just want it mostly because if she passes away, it'll be harder to get the fan. So I just kind of want to get it now, while she's still around and stuff. But what would be if I can't get it, I won't be too upset because those are pretty common as well. But the Bahama, I've only seen one just like that, and that's the exact one. That one's more sentimental to me than the Harbor Breeze. Although the Harbor Breeze is pretty sentimental to me as well. It's definitely a very good air mover. Actually, this is a good enough fan for me to actually install in my bedroom air movement wise. I have a good feeling this fan definitely does move more air than the Farmington and the Hampton Bay Littleton, to be honest. The Carriage House 2 moves more than both of those fans, even though that fan's a hugger, so I feel like this is kind of like close to the range of like the Hampton Bay Carriage House 2. Maybe even more. Well, this is a downrod fan, so definitely this one moves more air. Or this fan can be on a downrod, so it has the advantage of moving more air. But yeah, this is actually a very good air mover. I'm pretty surprised. For what it is, when I say good air mover, I don't like say good air mover compared to like a Classic Blanca, for example. I just say a good air mover for like what it is, basically. Decent air movement, because all brands, they have like Hampton Bay fans. There's some that move good air, some that move decent air, some that move little to no air, and that's like Hampton Bay standards, and that's usually like what I mean when I say a fan moves good air, depending on the brand. Casablanca fans, it's almost impossible to really find a fan that doesn't move that well of good air movement. Or just the Four Seasons 3 or 2, which I've only tested the Hugger version of downward one. I can't really test on a 4 unless I was to install it. So I don't really want to do just, I don't really like want to just install a fan just to test it and then take it down. So, well, in my bedroom that is, that would be the only way I do it, because my mom definitely wouldn't let me do that in the living room and stuff. Also, the place has older wiring, so I'd rather not play around with it as much. But yeah, this fan definitely does move a pretty good amount of air. I gotta give it that, so I'm actually very impressed. If these were still being made, I would have most definitely recommended this to my grandmother for like a bedroom instead of the Clarkson. Cause her bedroom is pretty big. It's like the same size as the living room. I don't know why she wanted a smaller fan, but cause this one I could have got it for like $50. I would have recommended, and I could have like just got to pair the white kit on it and such. It would have been like a little bit less than getting the actual Springfield, which is what this is. Which is like $70 to $80 from what I know. But I actually do want to get the newer version of the Springfield just to try it out. And also I just like the vents on it, so that's kind of one of the other things. But I'm definitely not going to buy a brand new. I would prefer to find it used. Since for that money I can get like, for example, 7 or 8 fans from Brandon, for example. But yeah. It's not too long on it. Surprisingly, that might be because Nathan didn't use it all that long. I think he only had it for like a few years, so the big. Usually, when you have a fan that's out for a while and you use it a lot, it's been on a lot longer. And also, the fan's not that old, so that could be the other reason. And also, guys, sorry about the fan vlog video. I actually took that one down, the first fan vlog in the States. Or first fan vlog of 2017. Something, the ending got cut off, so I need to, I'm just going to re-upload that video afterwards, or just redo it. After I do, basically basically when I'm finished testing all these other fans, because that's really more of a priority right now. I can always do a fan vlog, whatever, but, it takes up less time, but when I test fans like this, I need to put the time to put them together, test them, and then take them apart, or do various videos of them. And that's what we wanted to get out of the way before classes start again on the 19th. So, yeah. So actually moving a decent amount of air on low on reverse. Go ahead and move it up to medium. Funny because the motor is white and the fan itself is like, it's basically matte white, so I kind of find that a strange thing. I don't know if it's like matte white gets scratched up more than regular white. That could be the reason why the motor is not matte white as well. Yeah. And that box over there, the 856, that is a new fan that I did get from Brandon, which I'll reveal after I finish testing a few of the other fans I need to get out of the way, which aren't too many of them. After this one, it's going to take a decent amount of time, obviously, but I'm actually feeling a very good breeze from it on medium. Not so many fans move this much air on medium, on reverse. Let me go ahead and move up to high. It's moving away some of the plastic I was using yesterday to wrap up all the because I wrap up all of the blade arms and saran wrap. I wrap up each of them individually and wrap them up all together, and I put them in the basement. Because a lot of fans I tested recently, I haven't been able to move down in the basement because I don't like to put them down there before this. I just do this so they don't get dust on them, so like that's just so they stay nice and clean. Also, so in case it's a bit humid down there. Or it's just to keep them safe, just so because some of the blades could start warping, you never know. Moves some good air on reverse as well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. And that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.